Hi, my name is Sylvia. Mm, I'm doing this because of my son. he, he's been asking me the entire year, when will you do another video? At least you need to update your YouTube videos. And therefore, any day, I am paying a debt, and even to a friend of mine called Christine, who had just asked me to do one video this year. So I can see the year is coming almost to an end. So let me just finish this. Yesterday was my son's Jaden 13th birthday. Jaden was born 13 years ago and was such a delight. We only had him though for 3 weeks, and just not having him around has been, he ushered me into the world of loss and grief, personal loss and grief. And grief is not linear. That's the most amazing thing about life is yesterday, 13th, I think October 13th, him having, would have been 13, and I think 13 is such a big milestone. It was a bit harder than the previous years. Maybe also because I allowed myself to grieve or just think more about him and what it would have been really great to have him, and also just watching his siblings, his older sister and his younger brother growing into amazing children who are a blessing to me. Anyway, so I told my daughter this morning or yesterday that I'll do a walk today just in honor of Jaden's 13th birthday. And so I dropped off the children at school, and I was almost talking myself out of doing the walk, but our promises are dead. So yeah, I just went to Karura and did my 6 kms just in honor of my child. And as I was just walking and sometimes not meeting people on the pathways, I was of like, yeah, life is such a personal journey, especially loss and grief is such a, there's no timeline, there's no formula of grieving, and I'm excited that I was able to do that. And I'm thankful because through the loss of my child Jaden, it thrust me into the world of loss and grief, and over the years, in his honor, I've been able to learn more about loss, become a certified grief educator on do's and don'ts, and working alongside people, and not wasting my pain and just celebrating life. So today, I'm grateful, and I'm glad that I've got the opportunity just to share and celebrate Jaden in my own special way. Previously, I've done very many different things. Sometimes I've gone to his grave, but I had stayed away for a while. I think also that's part of the triggers for this year, because I'd attended a funeral in Langata and I decided to pass by. I had stayed away intentionally, but previously I bought myself a cake and a mocha and just gone and sat at Karura at the parking lot and just say happy birthday, Jaden. So keeping his memory alive in different ways, depending on where I am at emotionally and time-wise. And so that's just me. This is dedicated to my 2 people, the ones who have dared me this year to do a video. This is for you.